All right, everyone. Welcome to the fifth screencast in the Chapter 5 screencast on price controls. We're going to look now at the opposite of a price ceiling. Remember, a price ceiling is a price above which the price cannot go. We're going to look at a price floor. So a price floor is a price below which the price may not fall. All right. So price floors are a minimum legal price. So who do you think wants price floors, right? So price ceilings, usually people who lobby for price ceilings are consumers or consumer advocate groups or advocates for poor people or advocates for disadvantaged people. So who lobbies for price floors, though? Who usually wants to have a price below which the price won't fall? Well, usually it's producers of a product, all right? Will the quantity of milk for sale change if you don't allow milk to go below $6? So the government's saying that milk has to be $6 or more. Will the quantity of milk for sale change? What do you think? Well, consumers are going to purchase a lot less of it, right, if milk is $6 a gallon. But manufacturers want to manufacture a whole lot more because they can make a ton of money. So we're going to end up with a huge surplus of milk. We're going to have shelves full of milk, at least in the short run, until they realize they can't sell any of it and it all goes bad. What about the typical size of a container of milk? Well, since the price floor is $6, manufacturers can make their product more attractive by increasing the size of each container, right? If milk, say, was selling for $2.50 or $3 a gallon before, they'll say, oh, let's make a huge milk because I can still sell it for $6. I'm still going to make a ton of profit. So milk containers might get a lot bigger, all right? Would producers try to sell below the price floor? Well, due to the surplus, sellers are going to have a ton of milk left over, and so sellers might have a really strong incentive to undercut the price floor and sell that leftover milk. So there might be illegal black markets in milk where they're trying to sell it at a huge discount to get rid of the surplus. Are milk producers going to actually be better off? Well, not if they end up having trouble selling what they produce. All right, so there's going to be a lot of spoiled and leftover milk in this sort of scenario. All right, so what does this look like if we want to graph it? All right, so here is supply and demand for a gallon of milk. The equilibrium price is $3. The equilibrium quantity is QE. All right, so now government is going to come in and set a binding price floor, which means it's going to matter. All right. So if the price floor is above the equilibrium, then it binds. It means the price can't go below that price floor. All right. So all of these transactions won't be able to happen. All right. So what that means is there's going to be a huge surplus. The quantity demanded is going to be far lower than the quantity supplied. Remember, at the equilibrium, quantity supplied equals quantity demand. But now quantity demanded is very low, quantity supplied is very high. And when that happens, we have a big surplus, all right? So what happens, again, is that there's going to be basically an artificial supply curve at this new high price, and that's what's going to determine the black market price, where this new vertical supply curve that occurs at the new price floor will determine that the black market price will actually be $2. Notice the black market price here is way lower than the equilibrium price would have been because they have this huge excess surplus of stuff that they have to get rid of. All right. So now let's look at another example. Over the long run, right, supply gets more elastic, demand gets more elastic. What's going to happen to that surplus? Well, the surplus is going to be huge. It's going to be way, way bigger because as demand and supply get more elastic, they respond to that different price in much, much bigger ways. That's what elastic means. It means a bigger response to the price. So the surplus is going to be even bigger. So that new vertical supply curve that's caused by the price floor will cause the new black market price to be even lower than it would have otherwise been. All right.